Hi, I'm Bob Weir with the Cross Timbers Gazette, and my guest today is Dr. Lynn Stucky, who is running for the Republican nomination for Texas State Representative in District 64. Welcome, Dr. Stucky.
Thank you, Bob.
If you would, please give voters some background information, such as where you were born and how long you've been in the area, your profession, and so forth.
I was born in Kansas on a farm ranch, and at a young age, my father passed away at 46. I was 11. My brother and I took over farming, ranching, and my mother made it very clear she wanted all 6 of us to get a college education, so we all continued on. He actually went back to farming, but I went to veterinary school and graduated from Kansas State University in 1983. And upon graduation, I immediately came to Denton County and started practicing veterinary medicine in May of 1983.
All right. Now, in your race for this seat, you describe yourself as a Christian conservative. Can you define what that means?
I would say I and my family, we have very conservative values. We believe in the inerrancy of the Bible. We are members of Denton Bible Church, and usually smaller government is better than larger government.
And you also, in addition to being a veterinarian, for how many years were you?
Since 1983, so 32 and a half years, I've been practicing veterinary medicine in Denton County.
In addition, you spent quite a bit of time on the Sanger Independent School District Board, right?
Yes. Ever since I moved here, and again, we have 3 children who all were raised here. They're born here. They are native Texans. But ever since I gotten here, I've been involved in civic organizations, from a executive board member of the Chamber of Commerce to went through Leadership Denton. My wife and I and 5 other couples started Denton Young Life in '86. I was the president of Denton County Veterinary Medical Association for years. I was on the bond election committee. I'm currently on the board of directors of the Kanakuk Institute in Branson, Missouri, which is a Christian post-college degree program. And then I spent 15 years on the Sanger Independent School District, with the last few years as president of the board. And after 5 terms, went off the board in 2012.
All right, so your conservative philosophy would include such things as being pro-life,
Yes, sir.
For the Second Amendment,
Yes, sir.
gun rights, and so forth. Let me just say that recently I interviewed Rick Hagan and Reed King, your opponents for this seat, and I'll ask you the same question that I asked them about House Bill 40, which recently gave the state of Texas exclusive jurisdiction to regulate oil and gas operations, taking that authority away from local communities. Would you have voted for that bill?
No, sir.
And why not?
Even like with the school board, I feel like local control is usually better than state control. I think that fracking is necessary. I don't think the Barnett Shale and the exploration that we have at the Barnett Shale has done a lot for the North Texas economy and kept us from being in a recession that a lot of the other part of the country was. It needs to be environmentally sound when we do that, but I think local control of fracking and of both above and the ground should be done locally and not by the state.
Okay, so then would have been for or against the recent ban on fracking passed by Denton?
I would be against the ban on fracking, but I would be for environmentally sound practices where we're protecting private property owners. And that includes the owners of the mineral rights, and it also includes the owners of the homes that are affected by this.
All right, in your race for this seat, what kind of campaigning will you be doing?
Well, first of all, we're going to, unfortunately, according to Texas Farm Bureau, only 16% of the people really are educated about the candidates, and 84% are looking for name recognition. So This race is totally different than any race I've ever been in, such as school board, where they either, they know you, they either going to vote for you or against you. So name recognition is very important, and also getting people to understand what I stand for. So we'll spend a lot of time on the phone talking to people. I'll spend, I've got a wonderful client base. I've been here for, like I said, 32 and a half years. A lot of them are Republican voters, and I'm talking to them. We'll be doing walking door to door. We'll obviously have signs out, and we'll be doing mail outs.
Will that include doing fundraisers? Everybody
Yes,
needs money to run campaigns.
Yes, sir. That's an eye-opener for me, because it's not, again, it's not like school board. There's a significant amount of money that's necessary to get the number of signs that you need, and the number of mail-outs, and the technology today of Facebook and having a web page are so important. So yes, we're doing coffees. We'll be doing coffees in different parts of District 64. And then I also will be, again, on the phone talking to individual people that I believe would benefit from me being their voice in Austin, and would be willing, hopefully, to support financially our run for Texas District 64.
And I guess that would include doing debates at some point. You probably would
Yes,
be
sir.
involved in debates with your opponents as well. You like to mention your webpage. I know the webpage is www.lynnstucky.com, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's LYNNSTUCKY.com.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there anything else, Dr. Stucky, that you'd like to add to what you just said?
I would like to think I'm the most qualified because of the amount of civic service that I've given over the last 32 and a half years, and that I can communicate with the poorest of poor and the richest of rich, and I've done that through veterinary medicine for over 32 years. I've been a business owner for over 30 years. I've got a lifetime of agriculture experience. My wife and I combined have over 20 years of experience in education, and I would like to be the voice of District 64.
Well stated. I want to thank you, Dr. Stucky, for being here, and wish you well in the
Thank
race.
you, Bob, very much.
Thank you. And thank you for watching.